Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Learn English, Grow Yourself. I'm Mark, and this is the Daily Podcast Channel, the podcast that helps you learn simple English, step by step, day by day, with confidence and joy. Today, we begin a brand new learning journey, a new series designed especially for your work, your career, and your future. Welcome to Business English for Success. And our first episode is all about one of the most important skills in the modern workplace: telephone and video call skills. Before we start, here is a question for you. A question to make you think. A question to open your mind. When you answer a call in English, do you feel in control, or do you feel like English controls you? Stay with me until the end of this episode, because today you will discover the exact phrases, strategies, and confidence habits that professionals use every day to communicate clearly at work. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's grow your English together. Part 1. Why do phone and video calls in English feel so difficult? Let's be honest. Have you ever avoided answering the phone because you're afraid of making mistakes? Maybe the caller ID showed a foreign company. Maybe it was a client from another country. Or maybe it was your manager asking for an update. And suddenly your mind went blank, your heart beat faster, your English felt smaller, your confidence disappeared. Why does this happen? There are 3 main reasons why phone and video calls in English are so challenging. Reason 1. You cannot see the person's face. When you speak face-to-face, you receive support from the other person's expressions. You can see if they are confused or relaxed. You can guess what they are about to say. On the phone, you lose that visual support. Reason 2. The message moves fast. When someone sends an email, you can read it slowly. You can check unknown words. You can think before responding. In a call, everything happens in real time. There is no pause button. Reason 3. You feel pressure. Calls often happen in professional context. Deadlines, clients, managers, expectations. This creates a sense of urgency, and when you feel pressure, your brain sometimes freezes. But here is the good news. Phone and video call English is not about being perfect. It is about having a clear structure, a professional tone, and a small set of powerful phrases that give you confidence at every moment. And today, you will learn them all. Part 2. Start the call with confidence. Your first 10 seconds. The first 10 seconds of a call decide everything. They set the tone. They communicate confidence. They tell the other person that you are prepared and professional. But most learners make one big mistake. They start the call with uncertainty. Today, I want you to do the opposite. Here are 3 opening lines that are simple, clear, and effective. Option 1. Hello, this is Mark speaking. How can I help you today? Option 2. Good morning. This is Mark from Learn English, Grow Yourself. Option 3. Hi, thanks for joining the call. Can you hear me well? Now, I want you to do something powerful. Repeat one of these lines with me. Slowly first. Hello, this is Mark speaking. How can I help you today? Now, naturally. Hello, this is Mark speaking. How can I help you today? Did you hear the difference inside your body? Did you feel a little more secure? This is what confident language does. It gives your mind a structure. It gives your voice authority. It gives your English a foundation to stand on.
Part 3. The most feared moment, when you do not understand. Every learner has experienced this moment. The moment when the other person speaks too fast, or the connection breaks, or the accent is unfamiliar, and suddenly you panic. You think, what do I say? You think, they will think I am unprofessional. You think, my English is not good enough. But guess what? This is not a sign of weakness. This is normal. Even native speakers ask for repetition all the time. The secret is to use polite, professional phrases that show confidence, not insecurity. Here are the essential ones. Could you repeat that, please? I am sorry, I did not catch that. Could you speak a little more slowly? Could you clarify what you mean by that? The line is not very clear. Could you say it again? These phrases are gold. They save conversations. They protect your professionalism. They give you time to think. They show that you care about understanding correctly. And the best part, they're simple. You do not need advanced vocabulary. You need the courage to use them. Let's practice one together. Could you repeat that, please? Simple, polite, professional. Say it again. Could you repeat that, please? Perfect. Part 4. How to control the conversation using soft power. Many learners think communication is about speaking, but real communication is about controlling the flow, guiding the rhythm, managing transitions. Here are 3 soft power skills that will make you sound like an international professional. Skill 1. Pausing before responding. You do not need to answer immediately. Take 1 second, think, breathe, then speak. A short pause makes you sound thoughtful and professional. Skill 2. Using fillers that sound professional. Avoid fillers like am. Instead, use these. Let me think for a moment. That's a good question. Let me check that for a second. Let me see how to answer that. These help your brain and your English. Skill 3. Redirecting the conversation. If someone asks you something complex, use this phrase. Let me clarify the main point. This resets the conversation and puts you in control. If you're enjoying this episode and you want to improve your business English every day, remember to subscribe, like, and share this channel. Your support helps us reach more learners around the world and keeps these lessons free for everyone. Let's continue. Part 5. Video Call English. Modern Skills for Modern Work. Video calls are now a daily part of our professional lives. Remote work, hybrid teams, international clients, global collaboration. Here are the most important phrases and habits that make video calls smooth, clear, and professional. Phrases for technical checks. Can you hear me well? Can you see my screen? I will share my screen now. You're on mute. Sorry, the connection is unstable. Phrases for managing the flow. Let's move to the next point. I will type that in the chat. Could you give me one moment? Let's come back to that later. Phrases for interrupting politely. Interrupting is delicate. You want to speak, but you want to be respectful. Here's the perfect line. Sorry to interrupt. May I add something? This line is powerful because it shows confidence and respect at the same time. Phrases for involving others. If you are leading the call, use these. What do you think, Sarah? John, would you like to add something? Let's hear from the marketing team. I would love to get your perspective on this. Asking for input shows leadership and teamwork.
Part 6. Professional phrases for ending a call. The final moments of a call are often forgotten, but they are essential. They create the last impression. They communicate clarity. They show professionalism. Here are perfect closing lines. Thank you for your time today. Before we finish, let me summarize the next steps. It was great speaking with you.
I will follow up by email. Let's stay in touch. Let's practice one together. Thank you for your time today. I will follow up by email. Clear, simple, professional. Part 7. A complete realistic dialogue. Here is a dialogue between two professionals. Listen to the rhythm. Notice the clarity. Feel the structure. Hello, this is Mark speaking. Hi, Mark. This is Daniel from Silvertech. Can you hear me well? Yes, I can. Thanks for joining the call. Great. I wanted to ask about the updated project timeline. I am sorry, Daniel, I did not catch that. Could you repeat it, please? Sure. I wanted to ask about the updated project timeline. Thank you. Let me share my screen so we can look at it together. Perfect. Can you see my screen? Yes, I can. Great. Before we continue, let me summarize where we are. Sounds good. And before we finish today, I will follow up by email with the new next steps. Excellent. Thank you for your time today. Thank you, Daniel. Have a great day. This is the kind of conversation you will be able to handle with confidence after practicing the phrases in this episode. Part 8. Mindset for confident communication. Before we close, I want to give you one more tool, the tool of mindset. Many learners think, my English is not enough. I'm afraid of sounding wrong. What if I make a mistake? But here is the truth. Communication is not about speaking perfect English. It is about making yourself understood. It is about clarity, not perfection. It is about connection, not grammar. So I want you to carry these beliefs with you. I can speak clearly even if my English is not perfect. I can ask for repetition without fear. I can lead a call with calm and confidence. I can grow my professional English every day. You do not need to speak fast to sound professional. You need to speak clearly. You do not need complex vocabulary. You need useful vocabulary. You do not need to impress people. You need to communicate with them. Remember this always. If you want to practice all the phrases, dialogues, and pronunciation from today's episode, you can download the free workbook that comes with today's lesson. Use it daily to transform your listening and speaking confidence. Which business English phrase from today's episode was the most useful for you? Write it in the comments and use it in a sentence. I will reply and help you improve it. Remember, you're not just learning English, you're building your future. Small practice, big progress. Keep going, keep learning, and keep growing your career in English. See you in the next episode of the Business English channel. Bye for now.